Stand is the new sit. We get our dogs to sit a lot, and that's got to have impact on their joints over the years. So I like to try and train a solid stand. Now, I also have owners say to me they want the dogs to sit at a curb, and I'm like, well, they're not a guide dog. Like, why do you need them to sit at a curb? And they say, well, safety, I don't want the dog getting in the road. And I'm like, well, if you've got a short lead, they shouldn't be able to get in the road. And I think if you're getting the dog to sit at a curb, especially with a younger dog, you're putting them in this situation where they've got fast moving traffic, they could have heavy vehicles, they might have a bit of a reaction. Whereas if they're just standing, then if they do get a little bit scared, they can step back, they can move freely. So yeah, I personally would do a stand there. Stand is also so useful for grooming, for health checks when you're at the vets. Stillness, when you're putting their harness on, it has multiple applications. So how I like to teach stand is by capturing. So I'll just be walking with a dog, and then I'll just slow my body pace into a stop. And what you'll find is the dog will usually just stand. I'll get in there quick with my marker, to pinpoint to the dog, that's what I wanted, and then reward. Now, if the dog does flop into a sit, that's okay. I'll just take a couple of paces, try again, but get in there quick with that marker as soon as you get stillness, and treat. So just walking, just slowing down. As soon as the dog stops, I'll use my marker to pinpoint that's what I wanted, and then reinforce. Let's try that again. Good. So we can neaten it up and look at other variables later, but step one is getting a nice solid stand without saying any words. So step two is introducing the verbal cue. Now generally the verbal cue is the cherry on top. We add that last. We want the dog offering the behavior reliably. So heel, I'm going to slow down into the position, stand, so I'm naming the position. So we've got there offering the behavior, we're then adding the name on, so we're not asking him to stand, we're getting the behavior first, we're then adding that name on, and then marking and rewarding. So let's try that again. Heel, good boy. Good laugh. Good. Yeah, good puppy. So slowing down. Stand. Get the behavior first, name the behavior, mark and reinforce. As long as your dog is comfortable going up and down stairs, stairs are a great way to practice capturing or training stands with setting the environment up so the dog is more likely to offer that behavior, because it's quite uncomfortable, I imagine, if they try and sit or lay down on stairs. And Bear likes to rush stairs as well. I don't want to be dragged up and down stairs because that could be quite dangerous. So I like to slow things down by adding in a couple of stands, especially near the top or at the bottom. So see if you can swap out some sits for some stands, which will have less impact on their joints and very, very useful to train as well.